Live from the Average Joe Nation studios in St. Clair, Missouri. This is the Average Joe Podcast, a show that proves that in this crazy world, a combination of common sense and a C-plus average is actually a superpower. Sure, he's crazy, but what if he's right? Please welcome your host, Damon Gilbert.
Greetings all. How are we doing today? It is July 6th, 2025, and I got a subject that is burrowing a hole in my brain, and I want to talk about it. Okay, it's probably something you've heard of. It's been on the last 24 to 48 hours, and it is about my. How do I put this? It's not like I hate the guy. I don't. I think he's a fraud. I think he's I think he's a con man extraordinaire. That's the word. That's the term I use to describe Elon Musk. Okay. When he came onto the scene of the Trump campaign, I reluctantly supported him to some degree. I understand his free speech stance on Twitter, which, by the way, is losing money hand over fist. I don't know how he's going to sustain that whatsoever. By the way, Twitter is a cesspool. If you go there, make sure you've been drinking, you've taken your meds, because there are nothing but lunatics on there, and it's turning into a real mess. It really is. You can get news on there. Don't get me wrong. If you want to know what's going on in the world and what's trending, Twitter's the place to go for right now. It is. But it's no better than when Jack Dorsey was running it. In my opinion, you still are you still get, I guess you would call edited, or they don't like you talking about certain things. So at the end of the day, you can get in trouble for mentioning certain things, but then ISIS can have people being beheaded on there still. So I don't care for the way it's run. Twitter is a cesspool the likes you've never seen, and most people will go on there, but you've got this is a springboard and a megaphone for the lunatics of the world. It really is. They've and it's mainly, it's all about clickbait. People will ask questions that are so stupid on there. It just bores me to tears sometimes. I mean, it really does. But nonetheless, back to Elon Musk. Elon Musk has launched a new political party. It's called the American Party, which, hey, good for him. Good for him. He thinks he can pull this off. Be my guest. Problem is, who are you going to hurt? You're going to hurt everybody. Ask Ross Perot. Ask George H.W. Bush about Ross Perot and the third party. See how that works out for you. So, do we want to win the midterms next year? Do we want to continue this momentum that we have today with the accomplishments and the positive accomplishments, in my opinion, that America's seeing right now? Border crossings are down. We're deporting people. We're getting people who shouldn't be here out of the country. Employment is up. Well, we created 147,000 jobs last month. Unemployment dropped 0.1%, which is absolutely fantastic. We've got peace in the Middle East to some degree, an agreement between Iran and the Jewish state. We've got what else do we have? We have India and Pakistan coming to an agreement. Now, India will tell you that the United States had nothing to do with this, but believe me, if the United States was not involved in it at some point, this would have never happened. So India can say whatever they want. Pakistan, on the other hand, is nominating Donald Trump for a Nobel Peace Prize. So I got a feeling somebody was involved in that. Now, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, who have been at war, and I'm not going to go into the details because it's you could write a book. I mean, several books on this. But they've been at war for 30 years, over 30 years, and they actually signed the agreement in the White House Oval Office. Now, if you look at CNN or listen to CNN at any length, which by the way, I would not advise that at any level. You can see clips of it, but don't watch it. It's insanity. But nonetheless, I saw a clip the other day. Who was it? The guy, the one conservative they've got on there. It doesn't matter, but you would know him if you saw him. But anyway, this girl was arguing that this didn't actually happen. She had not read the paper, I guess, in the last week or something. I don't know what she was talking about. She was claiming there was no agreement, and it was Scott Jennings. He's going, they were signing it in the White House. Maybe you should catch up on your reading. I agree. So it did happen. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda signed an agreement. It's supposed to take effect in 90 days. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. I'm not saying that Donald Trump is a miracle worker. He's not Jesus Christ incarnate. I'm not saying that. Okay, he doesn't walk on water. He's just an average guy who's made it really. He's smart. He uses common sense. That's basically what it all boils down to. All you can do is get these people to the table. That's all you can do. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Same thing here. So here we are. You give him sticks. You dangle a carrot and you use a stick when you need it. That's the way it works. Okay. They nominated Pakistan nominated him for a Nobel Peace Prize, which I think is hilarious. But here's the thing. You've got Elon Musk, who, because of the big, beautiful bill, and apparently Elon just inadvertently got involved in politics. What, in the last year? In the last year. Okay. I've never heard him say anything other than he supported Democrats since I've known his name. And suddenly, out of the clear blue, because he ran Doge for a little while, somehow this guy's an expert on everything. I cannot stand this man. Okay. I stand by what I've said all along. This guy is a con man extraordinaire. He's a bullshit artist and he's a fake. He is. Nothing he has done, he has done on his own. He talks about subsidies and we should eliminate all subsidies. I saw the clip. That's what he said. Oh, well, if you do that, guess what? Your companies are going to fold because that's what they're all built on. They're built on taxpayer money. That's it. This guy is not that bright. And don't let anybody tell you that he sold PayPal and made billions. That's harsh shit. Don't get me. Oh, okay. Remember, I'm on YouTube. I got to be careful what I say. I just do. So I'm going to tone it back a little bit. That'll be for my Substack. Okay. When I go off on a rant. But bottom line is this guy's a con man. And I stick by what I said all along. His free speech stance, 100% agree with. He said that the Democrats had taken the wrong turn. I agree with that. But outside of that, I think this guy is a creep. I do. Why would you take advice from somebody who has gotten, 6 or 7 women pregnant and didn't marry any of them or married one of them? And she says he's a lunatic. It's a mess. I'm not taking advice from this guy. Not only that, but he hasn't been in this game for very long. And everything that he's built is built on a house of cards. It really is. The EV market is collapsing. People have had it. They really have. This is not this is not the new Green Deal. The EV mandate has been destroyed. Trump threw that out. And now Trump is threatening the subsidies and the money that Elon Musk gets. Okay. You've got, and I don't want to go into great detail here, but and again, I want to go back to the PayPal thing. He didn't sell PayPal. All right. Him and his idiot brother came up with an idea using their mom and dad's money. He comes to you with a story that he came from South Africa, a poor black sharecropper's son or some horse shit like that. That's not true. Okay. His dad had a emerald mine and his mother was she was in academia making tons of money. They moved to Canada. They ended up immigrating. They got him and his wife, his mom and dad got divorced. She moves to Canada. They move to the United States. They become naturalized citizens. Fine. That's great. He comes up with this idea to pay bills using email. Great. Sounds like a great idea. It does. Now, originally it wasn't that. His original, I guess, idea was to have basically a yellow pages online. That was it. Him and his brother. And then one thing led to another. And this was during the .com craze. Okay. So they got an influx of cash, and they ended up creating or trying to create a system where you could pay your bills with email. Well, that got the attention of a company who bought them and bought them out. Okay. Now, Elon, smart move. He kept his shares in that company. He did not withdraw the money. And what happens? A year later, they become PayPal. That doesn't mean he ever worked for PayPal. That doesn't mean he ever owned PayPal. That is a lie. Okay. Look it up. I dare you. Do the research on it. That's not what happened. But he did make a ton of money. There's no doubt about it. And as far as Tesla is concerned, Tesla, do you know there's actually a lawsuit and basically a part of the lawsuit was Elon Musk cannot say that he invented or was the creator of Tesla, because he's not. There were two other guys that did it. He just happened to partner up with them, and then he fired both of them. And that's where Tesla came from. Okay. And now Tesla survives on subsidies from the United States government. So you and I, as a taxpayer, are paying for this. Okay. We're helping him to make money. Every project he's had, Boring Company, Solar City, Neuralink, Starlink, Tesla, obviously. Let's see, what else has he had? He's had so many, and most of them failed. When the public money is taken over, Boring Company, that was another one. All failures, all failures. He's not that good. So I don't trust him at all. And as far as coming up with a new political party, this guy's jumping into an area he has absolutely no idea what he's doing. Okay, we'll see how it works. He bought Twitter, $44 billion, paid what did they say? Paid 3 times what it's worth. And it's not making money to this day. It just so happens that Tesla, being backed by the United States government, somehow or other is worth more than all the other car companies in the world. That makes no sense. How many Teslas do you see when you're driving down the road? 1, 2 on a given drive, and that's probably on a good day. You don't build empires with 6% of the market. You just don't. You don't. I mean, there's Chevrolets, Toyota, man. Go down the list. You see them all over the place. And the EV market is collapsing. It is. So what's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to him? I, for one, don't trust the man any further. I would not let him watch my dog over the weekend. Okay. I don't like him. I've never liked him. He was a fan of Trump's. Great. That didn't work out so well, did it? No, because Trump's got sense. As a matter of fact, I remember him saying, Elon Musk is nothing but a bullshitter. That's what he is. And he is. If you listen to any of his speeches, everything's always 18 months out. I'm confident in 18 months we'll be at this level. We're not. SpaceX, for instance, we're supposed to be on the moon already. Okay. Backed by taxpayer money. Okay. We're the ones funding this debacle, this boondoggle. 1969, we supposedly landed on the moon. Where's that technology? I don't even want to get into that. I'll do that on YouTube, or on Substack. I'll do an entire hour on that, if not more. But the point is we had the technology. Why is Elon Musk? We can't even get a spacecraft into low Earth orbit. Why is that? It's because he didn't know what he's doing. He's trying to reinvent the wheel, and there's no reason for it. And personally, I think the word shyster doesn't work here. He's con man. He's a con man. He's a Ponzi schemer. Bottom line, I don't like him. And as far as the American Party, you can forget it. I'm not. You're going to get a bunch of muskrats, is what you're going to do. People who follow him blindly and think he's the most wonderful thing since sliced bread. That's who you're going to get to do this. And it's not going to be me. Okay, I'm smart enough. I got 2 synapses. I have 2 brain cells to rub together. This guy's a con man. Okay, I think I've made myself clear. But anyway, that's what I think. Time will tell. I was very skeptical of him from the get-go. So anyway, that's all I got right now. All right. You guys have a good day.
A little bit of crazy, but a whole lot of right. You're listening to the Average Joe Podcast with Damon Gilbert.